Welcome back to another episode of Chaotic Court Podcasts. Just watched the second episode of Hawkeye in one sitting.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This episode wasn't that bad either, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it was a bit better than the first one. I feel like there was a bit more going on here. Not as much as the first episode, because, we didn't really know that much about everything, but now they kind of brought some more to the light, I guess, if that's what you want to say. Like with the Russians, a little bit more with, like, the suit and all.
Dude, the suit, the way he got the suit, I'm telling you, when he begged that person to kill him, he wasn't just saying, like, roleplay kill me. He was like, dude, just actually snap my neck right now, please. I can't believe I'm doing this shit. Just end it.
He went to a entire, like, roleplay, like, festival almost, and you could see the looks on his face. He looked like he was kind of enjoying himself. It was actually very funny and very pleasing to watch.
Yeah.
I actually wouldn't mind doing one of those. They actually don't look that bad. They look kind of fun. But you have to really, get into it,
You have to really get into it, which isn't the problem for me. It's just like, you shouldn't care what other people think.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm like, bro, that's
exactly.
cringe.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So, his suit gets taken away in this episode, and then he finds it. Some guy stole it, apparently. Her house burns down from these Russian dudes, which is in a pizza shop, by the way. Very weird. Also, the way that it was stolen was never revealed. Like, was the guy that stole it a firefighter, and he just decided to take it and then leave work early of trying to take care of a burning building?
Yeah, or did someone sell it?
Right.
Or did
I feel like he couldn't have sold it that fast, because he literally found it. Clint was looking on his phone, and he searched up that, like, NYC, I can't remember what the name of it was.
LARPers.
Yeah, LARPers, the NYC LARPer sticker. And he noticed that on, like, one of the stories on, like, Instagram or something, on some kind of fan page, was this dude that literally was showing off the costume that he had for the event the very next day. And I'm just like, where the hell did he, like, did he go in there and steal it or something? Like, it was never revealed how he got the suit, which is kind of bugging me.
Yeah, that was kind of random, but either way, the dude got the suit by some means, and Hawkeye went and killed a bunch of people, like, LARPing. He did this, like, Zelda spin attack thing, dude.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I owed every single one of you noobs. He's sitting there, I'm like, bro, I fought Thanos and shit, like, and I'm doing this.
That's, like, the funniest thing, too. He literally said, and I fought Thanos. Oh my gosh. The one thing that I didn't get to point out in the first episode, which kind of was pointed out in this episode, was that they actually were making him deaf, or partially deaf, just like in the comics, which I really appreciate.
I really loved how, like, the explanation was just so much.
Was also good. It was very
yeah. He's like, it's too much to even, like, think about.
Right, and he's just thinking about all the incidents that he was involved in, and just it all accumulated to him losing his hearing. Like I knew that it had to have been from, like, the Endgame battle where, upstate New York gets blown up, and I'm like, that's obvious, but then he just showed, like, extras from, like, the first Avengers and the second Avengers and everything.
Yeah, I'm glad that they didn't stop it at, like, the one.
Right.
And, like, the explanation was both funny, but it was also, like, he's been through so much, it's kind of normal for him to be deaf right now.
That's also why he said, please kill me. I'm begging. That was good.
He's just so done with it.
Also, another thing that I didn't get to point out that I noticed in the first episode, when those guys were in that underground auction, you know, they were buying like illegal shit, which I assume would be illegal because like you have the Ronin sword and the Ronin outfit that they definitely stole from the upstate New York site.
It's not upstate New York.
Huh?
It wasn't upstate New York, was it?
Yeah,
I thought it was about middle of nowhere.
No, yeah, they stole it from upstate New York at the Avengers campus.
See, every time that I think of New York, I think of the city, and I keep on forgetting that only like 1% of New York is the actual city.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm just
good.
so...
No,
yeah.
You're good. I think when they met New York, it was literally like New York State.
Yeah.
So, you know, they literally, whoever has it, you know, or whoever had it that they were selling it, somehow they got their hands on that by going up to that site and they were just rummaging through stuff. They were looters, basically. One thing that I did notice...
Scalpers.
Yes, exactly. One thing that I did notice was, and it made sense, and I'm starting to piece together everything. You know, so at the end of the episode, of course, I thought we were going to get to see Yelena, because Clint had to capture himself to end up dealing with the, what was the word he used? The...
Boss, the Tracksuit Mafia.
What were they called?
Tracksuit Mafia.
Yeah, the Tracksuit Mafia, which is a very interesting name.
It's a very dumb name.
Yes, you know, he had to go.
And they're self-aware about it too.
Exactly.
Kate was like, "Isn't that just like right on the nose?"
Right. You know, he gets himself captured, and so that he can go talk to their boss and maybe get them to stop following him or stop looking, whatever. You know, so of course I thought we were gonna see Yelena, but I don't know who that girl was. I feel like maybe she works for Yelena, or is kind of helping her out, because as I explained in the previous video, we had Madam. I feel like her name in the comics is Madam Hydra, but I'm not entirely sure that's the same person. I can't remember what her real name was. Back from the Falcon and Winter Soldier, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
You know, at the end of Black Widow, you know, she's like, "This is Clint Barton. He's the one who killed her."
I feel like
nobody really knows the true story, other than Clint, because he was the only one that came back alive from that situation.
So, I feel like we could get a flashback episode that explains why he pissed her off so much, aside from the trail of bodies he left behind him. By her, I mean the deaf boss.
Right.
But also with Yelena, like, she was the one that recruited, just so we're on the same terms, Black Widow's sister and John. I can't remember his last name. Captain America, but like he looks like the guy from Up. John.
It's Red Guardian.
No. The guy from Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, why can't I think of his name either? Yeah,
but she's the same. No, that's not Agent 47. That's Agent 47's Hitman. He's
oh my God, you're so right. What is wrong with me? Hold on.
He's something agent.
U.S. agent.
Where's Scott?
U.S. agent. Where's Scott?
It's U.S. agent. Where the hell is Scott, dude? Scott, if you're listening to this, come on, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Where are you at?
You got
so she's I'm not good with names. So she's the same person to recruit both of them, right?
Right.
Okay, so just so I don't sound like an idiot. With Yelena, I feel like she's creating like an anti-Avengers unit.
Yes.
And I feel like that's just going to be like a build up to something like larger. Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, like, she's going to like sneak in here and there and like recruit this person,
right?
Recruit that person. The one someone said that the one guy that was tracking Black Widow down from the beginning of the movie, that was in the Soviet Accords and all that, was actually supposed to be Red Hulk. So at some point,
well, that's
she'll
Everett
turn
Ross.
into it.
You know that, right?
Sure. Let's say that I do.
That's General Ross. He is going to eventually be Red Hulk. And
let's say that I knew that.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you They even showed it in Black Widow, because in the comics he started to lose his health, and he actually took the serum so that he wouldn't die, because he had some kind of like fatal illness. So he ended up taking the serum himself and became Red Hulk. I don't know why he was red-skinned, but that's just what happened. And he had more control over himself than the actual Hulk.
Yeah, so she could eventually get the Hulk, the Red Hulk, and then, just recruit a few other people here and there. So,
go ahead.
I just feel like it's good to just lead up to a bigger
thing. You're totally right, and that's I kind of know for a fact that that's most likely what's going to happen. Another thing that there was a theory that it was going to be the West Coast Avengers or the Dark Avengers. The Dark Avengers is a group of good guys or anti-heroes. Anti-heroes is literally the key word, because they'll do whatever needs to be done to get the job done. You know what I mean?
Right.
If it means to kill people. The Avengers won't do that. So the Avengers would consist of Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp, Yelena as Black Widow, as their version of Black Widow, either Red Hulk or even Abomination, which we saw in Shang-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
And also, usually it's Taskmaster, but I feel like he could be switched out because now it's a she, and I don't know where she is. But, and then we have U.S. Agent, and I can't remember who the other member was going to be that I had a very big feeling that they were going to recruit, but...
it could be, and this is a wild accusation here. Venom.
No, that is a very wild accusation. Now, the only thing that connects that is Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness. That's the only thing that connects that.
Yeah.
The only thing. And that's even if Sony decided to go with Disney and be like, hey, let's really knock the socks off of our fans and really make some money off of this shit. That would be the only way they would do that. Which they've had problems in the past over Spider-Man. So I doubt that's going to happen. But it is still a very big possibility because of the multiverse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've seen
Did you see it? Did you see? Yeah, I did. But did you see Venom?
I haven't seen 2. No.
Venom 2?
No,
you haven't seen 2?
And
it was pretty good.
Understand.
Go on.
I've heard that there was a mini end credit scene. My biggest thing with that is, and the whole multiverse theory is that if you see in the trailer for Morbius, the living vampire, there's a whole bunch of little tidbits in that one trailer where you see Spider-Man plastered, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, mind you, plastered on the wall with murderer written on it, displaying, referencing when Harry Osborn died. Referencing that maybe he killed Harry Osborn, or his father at least. That maybe the truth came out somehow. And even in the newspaper, you see the Rhino on one part of the newspaper, and then you see Black Cat on the other side of the newspaper. And, all of those connecting dots just really make me think maybe they're really trying to make these things work. And I'm all for it, but only if they can do it correctly.
Yeah.
But there is one more thing. There's another team that is slowly building up on the sidelines. You've seen Eternals though, haven't you? You said.
Yes.
So you know who the Black Knight is, do you? The guy who played in something Snow from Game of Thrones. What was that guy's name?
I never watched Game of Thrones.
The gosh damn it, what was that Asian girl's name that played in the movie? Cersei? I think it was Cersei. So that
Yeah.
guy that she was supposedly like dating.
Oh, him, yeah.
That guy. So he was, in Game of Thrones. That's why everyone knows who he is. He is going to end up being Black Knight, and he is Black Knight because that's his heritage. If you watched, and I'm assuming the very last end credits scene, you see him open up a chest with a sword. That is his family's
There's 2 end
sword.
credit scenes?
Oh, mother of God. You didn't
Damn
watch
it.
Damn
no,
it.
I thought there was only one. I saw. No, just finish it. We're already there, but like,
Okay.
I just saw Harry Styles, and I'm like, I'm going.
Yeah, I understand. So what you see is, you see him in this room in his family's like house, and this sword is locked in a chest. And keep in mind, when someone of that bloodline touches the sword, they end up becoming the Black Knight. So, the Black Knight was originally one of the villains. He's literally on the cover photo, or cover page of, like, one of the volumes, like, I think, like, 40-something of the Avengers. The Avengers actually fought the Black Knight. But years later, someone new in the bloodline takes over the mantle of the Black Knight, and then he's an anti-hero, or he's just a regular hero because he actually joins the Avengers. Actually, no, I take that back. He doesn't join the Avengers. He actually is on his own team. So it's actually been confirmed that so there was a voice at the end of that little scene where you see, I can't remember his name, but we'll just call him the Black Knight because he's eventually going to be the Black Knight, probably like in the second movie for Eternals or whatever. But he gets ready to pick up the sword, and then he's so close to touching it, and then you just hear a voice and say, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And everyone's thinking that it's Nick Fury because it sounds like Nick Fury, but it's actually been confirmed by the director and writer of Eternals that it was actually Blade. Blade was in the freaking Eternals movie.
Oh, dude.
And my thought process immediately went to this team that included those two members, the Black Knight and Blade. And the team is called the MI13. It's like a UK's paranormal agency, kind of.
Yeah.
Sounds
pretty solid, dude.
Yeah, and I'm like all for it. So like, we're definitely getting Blade like sooner than expected. I mean, I think it's coming out next year anyways. So like, but they're definitely like setting the stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just me. I can't remember. I do think this episode was pretty good. I think it was a lot better than the first episode, knowledge-wise, and giving us info on different things. It was pretty solid. What was your favorite part of this episode?
LARPing.
What? Oh.
Yeah, where he kicked everyone's ass.
Right.
And it was like, and then afterwards, he's like, "I enjoyed that a little too much. Please just end my suffering."
Right.
Just shoot me, please.
My favorite part, and I pointed it out to you because I saw it in the trailer, where they're throwing Mazel Tovs at the
Molotov cocktails.
Did I accidentally say?
You always say Mazel Tovs. Yeah.
My bad.
You always say Mazel Tovs. You can't don't. Molotov?
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it, right? Molotov?
Yes, Molotov cocktail. Yeah.
I feel like that's not right. That's why I say it.
It's so right.
Okay. Well, the Molotov cocktails. They're throwing the Molotov cocktails at Kate Bishop's apartment, and you see two go through the window. And then the third one gets ready to get thrown, and then Clint punches a hole through the window, and he catches it and throws it right back at them. That's the most badass thing I've ever seen. It's so funny at the same time. It's my favorite part so far.
Yeah, that was pretty solid.
Was there anything else that you wanted to?
I'm excited for the. I'm just excited for the next episode.
Yeah, so am I.
So yeah,
So yeah.
that concludes our second episode. Assuming this releases when I think it does. Happy Thanksgiving again.
Definitely.
Thank you guys for listening. Shout out to the person with the birthday today. Love you. I'm not gonna name them by name because I don't know if they.
Right.
I probably won't even watch it. But anyway,
Right.
love you. Have a great day. And yeah.
We stream from time to time on Twitch and on the YouTube channel. You can follow me at twitch.tv/hotpocket61, and you can find Tristan at twitch.tv/ApolloYourKing.
Which I rarely stream there, so you could also, because like I don't like working for Amazon, so that was not random, Jordan. Twitch is owned by Amazon, but anyway, I also stream on the YouTube channel itself, Chaotic Corporation, or we're just called Chaotic Corp on YouTube. So, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you guys.